Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor Tham Yad, La Yahweh Bahashim Yahawashi, Waharachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone to rule well, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, which is Yashar Allah, and the ancient Hebrew, also known as Lashawan Quadash. Lashawan being tongue or language, and Quadash being holy, meaning set apart. Alright? This is going to be a quick lesson. It's currently Pesach, all right? And, I just want to bring this lesson out real quick. Akim and Jim at Chicago brought this out. It's been on my mind. I want to bring this out as well, just to push that vibration furthermore, all right? Because what the Passover ultimately, symbolizes is Yahawashi, right? Yahawashi being that perfect lamb without blemish, dying for the nation of Israel, specifically the elect, because the elect are the ones that is going to have the blood of that lamb, that perfect lamb, on their doorpost. This is Isaiah chapter 53, verse 1 down to 12. All right, I'm going to read the whole chapter. It says, "Who hath believed our report, and to whom is the arm of Yahweh revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He hath no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with our stripes, and with his stripes, we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray, we have turned everyone to his own way, and Yahweh hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter. All right, as a lamb. And as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, which dumb just means he can't speak. All right. So he openeth not his mouth. All right. So he's being compared to a lamb and a sheep, because he's that perfect lamb. Okay. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors." Alright. So Yahawashi died for the nation of Israel, specifically the elect. Alright, he's that perfect lamb without blemish. Okay? He died for our sins. 1 John 3 and 4 tells us that sin is transgression of the law. All right, we understand that judgment is coming. What is judgment? What symbolizes judgment in the Passover, story? The angel of death, the destroyer, as it is known in the scriptures. Okay, that was going to smite the firstborn of the land of Egypt. You see, now the Passover originally is because Egyptian bondage, which it still is. It still is. It's still, it's a memorial. It's not a celebration. It's not a lamb dinner. It is a solemn assembly. All right, it's a very deadly, serious day. Okay, and it is still memorial for the Pesach. Not the Pesach, for the Egyptian captivity. The bitterness of it and us being delivered out of it. And most definitely, but it ultimately symbolizes, a much greater thing, which is Yahawashi dying for us. Okay, and why is that a much greater thing? Because we're going to receive the kingdom, man. Look how many captivities we've been into now. All right, and we're in our final one. Okay, and Yahweh is going to send his son Yahawashi, and we are going to get out of here, man. Yahweh Yahawashi is our word of the elect, and that's soon. All right, we are in the third day right now, 1,000 years, Salakia. Well, no. 1 day to Yahweh is 1,000 years to us. All right, we are in the third day currently. All right, Yahawashi is coming back today. Okay, not literally today as in March 19th. All right, but today as in the third day. We're almost out. All right, we're almost out. We just gotta hang in there, Akim, Wathim. All right, if I'm saying that right, I don't know if it's Akwathim or Akwath, because I think the Wath makes it plural, but I don't know what sister singular is then in that case. So Salakia, but correct me on that. If it's in your spirit to do so. All right, but let me get this. This is Hebrews chapter 7, verse 25. Down to 27. Wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto Yahweh by him, seeing he ever liveth to make intercession for them. This is talking about Yahawashi. For such an high priest became us, who was holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens, who needeth not daily as those high priests to offer up sacrifice, first for his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once, when he offered up himself. Alright, he was that perfect lamb, man. And because of that, we don't do sacrifice anymore. We don't be sacrificing no more, man. Yahawashi was the final sacrifice. You can read in Hebrews 10. Alright? Understanding that Yahawashi died for you and that you're under grace doesn't mean you sin. Okay? It means that you understand that when you make mistakes, you're covered. Okay? Like King David said, blessed is the man whom Yahweh will not impute sin. Okay? Let's go to Exodus 12. Alright, so judgment is going to pass over the elect, because the elect have the blood of Yahawashi on their doorposts, man. Okay? And which that really goes into the spiritual mark. Alright, the mark in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4, if I'm not mistaken. It also mentions it in Revelation 7. And you can also tie that in with 2 Peter 2. Alright, but Exodus chapter 12, verse 23, it says, For Yahweh will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, Yahweh will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your house, or come in onto your houses to smite you. Okay? So Yahawashi is that perfect lamb, and his blood is upon our doorposts individually. And if you're sincere, following Yahweh Yahawashi in truth and sincerity, and with faith, with meekness, then his blood is on your doorpost, man, and judgment is going to pass over you. Alright? So Tawadi Yahweh Shemel Shaitam Yad. This was just to get that vibration out there. Okay? With that said, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor Tham Yad La Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi Waharachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone to rule well. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, which is Yashar Allah in the ancient Hebrew. Shalom.